No, jokes. I have just filmed an unboxing, and this was one of the things ready for Christmas live and stuff. So I stuck it on my head because I felt like I had to, and it's still there. So yeah, I have nearly finished my Christmas shopping. I'm so tired, probably so skinned. But it's Black Friday coming up. I always get tempted. It's just a think. So yeah, we're on Thursday, so we're not doing a summary of the week. Been a bit of a chaotic week, so I don't know if I spoke about it on last week's. My glasses are so buggy. So I was at my boyfriend's last weekend. Well, Friday came out Saturday, and came back to my sister. Rather nicely sent me a picture of my niece asleep with a tablet covering her face. But anyway, which prompted my dad to come up with this conversation that my sister and him had had. Now, my dad either sees my sister on a Monday and then picks my nephew up, but doesn't see my sister on a Wednesday. But he wasn't there last Wednesday. So this conversation possibly came from the Monday. So nearly a week later, he's telling me this. The news that, and it's rather triggering. So why I'm talking about again, I don't know. That I asked for one thing to do this Christmas. Now, my birthday, which was to go to Wentworth Garden Centre, which I love. Haven't been the past couple of years because no one's invited me. My sister goes every year; she's always there. But hey ho, we used to go every year. So I was like, I want to go to Wentworth Garden Centre with my sister and my niece, so I can see them because I've not seen them since May. Which my mum just added fuel to the fire last night. And so I came back Saturday, late afternoon, evening. My dad goes, "Oh, we're going to Wentworth Garden Centre on the 21st, which is obviously the Monday coming up." And I was like, "What?" Now, I said I'd do it the week before my birthday. I don't mind my birthday lasting a week, that's fine with me. So I just went, "Why the 21st? To the shattering news, "Oh, well, it's convenient for your sister because she's meeting a friend and their kids there as well." Right? So it's convenient for my sister. Did I hear that correctly? You asked me what I'm doing that week, Dad. No. You asked me if I've got anything else that week. No. Has anyone asked me? No. My birthday. So I'm being dictated to by my sister's social calendar what I should be doing on my birthday. Now, my sister was glad when I didn't invite my mum as well, because my mum dropped some subtle hints. Sledgehammer hit me not. Saying, "I don't work on Mondays." Now, my sister was happy that I didn't invite my mum because she said it changed the whole day. I'm sorry. But what? And me going for my birthday treat when your friends and kids are there would not change the day? Did that not actually go through your head at some point? No? Cool. So, I am not going on the 21st because I am staying at my boyfriend's this weekend. And then I'm having a full, when I say full, I mean full, as in I'm at the salon at 9:30 on next Thursday. if next Thursday is the 24th. Whenever the 24th is, I'm there. I'm pretty sure it's next Thursday. So yeah. This has triggered me. It made me realise that every other year I've celebrated my birthday when other people want to celebrate my birthday, and I've done what other people want to do. Now, to me, I am quite happy staying in the house and watching Christmas films. I have said this to my mum last night. I don't mind if no one's here. It's a point of I want people to care, not need people to care. I am quite happy with my own company now. It doesn't actually bother me one bit. It's the fact that I want to be, the only way I can explain it, I want to be important to people. I don't need to be important to people. I want people to care. I don't need people to care. So yeah, I was like, right, cool. I've cried over it. I'll admit it. I was in bits. Found a lovely community on TikTok that have helped me load, in inboxing me, checking in on my, because I went into my cave. Now, my mum phoned me last night. Obviously, it's the first time that I've spoken to her since this news came out. So I was like, I didn't say, well, your other daughter didn't want you there. That's why you weren't invited. I didn't either, but shoot my own ass, haven't I? But I did say that we're not doing it no more. And my mum was like, was it to go to Wentworth Garden Centre, or was the main objective to see your sister and niece? I was like, to see my sister and niece, obviously. So yeah, I was just like, but my mum was like, so why can't you go over any Monday? You ask your words. This is quote. You ask your daughter that. Not my sister, your daughter. Your daughter. My sister. Really? So, yeah. I was like, my mum was like, I don't get it though. I said, me and your daughter, my sister, had this conversation. And it's not all fun on a Monday. Mum was like, what? It's not all fun on a Monday. That's why I don't get invited. Not everything we do is fun. So my mum was like, what are you on about? And I was like, oh, well, apparently my dad goes over to take my niece out. And then the rest of the time, my sister's doing the housework whilst they're out. My mum's like, yeah, but they have lunch together. And I was like, I know. So my mum's like, why can't you go and sit and talk to your sister while your dad's taking your niece out? And then have lunch with them. And then instead of going shopping with your dad can drop you back off at home. I'm like, I know. I have had this conversation with Dad as well. I ain't fighting this battle no more. They have made it quite clear, quite clear. They don't need me in their life. They don't want me in my life. This whole argument with my sister that we had about a month or so ago all stemmed from conversations and them not telling me about a school photo, which was supposed to be a surprise, but she put it as her WhatsApp profile picture. She has me on WhatsApp. Use your brain, girl. So yeah, and I was just like, right, okay. And I said, And she goes, we never hear from you. And I was like, a conversation works both ways. Yeah. Got a chat to get a response from a chat. To get a response from a chat. We went to the same school, girl. We were brought up by exactly the same parents. Had exactly the same upbringing. I'm not going to say that I'm faultless. I haven't messaged her either. But she has shit going on. I have shit going on. So yes, it does work both ways. My sister's response is, but I don't want updates from you. You want updates from me and my kids. That is the way we are handling this. Fine, girl. So yeah. Apparently I have to do check-ins with her to get updates. Like, to the point of, my dad will get pictures and stuff. Once, twice, 3 times a week. I put a roof over his head. No one else did. I did. But he won't show me those pictures unless it's hilarious or I ask, what are you looking at? So yeah. Oh. But my mum's like, well, I'm coming. So on the phone last night. So I was like, she's like, so what you doing for your birthday? I said, I don't know. Seriously, don't know. I says, tell you what I'm not doing. Spending the day with my dad, because my dad will go to my sister's because he doesn't want to let people down. Let me fix my crown. She was like, well, isn't he letting you down by not being there on your birthday? Like, Matt does it. So yeah. So my mum was like, well, I'm planning to come to yours on your birthday. I was like, right. And she was like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I am seriously happy to stay in the house, eat shit, drink hot chocolate, and watch Christmas films. That didn't go down well. So it looks like, but then I was like, we could go down Hillsborough, which is where I used to live, but close to here, where there's like loads of shops and a nice deli and stuff. So I don't know. It'll depend on, apparently it's going to depend on what the weather's like. So December is not going to be great. And what I'm feeling like. So if I can swindle it and say I don't feel like going out, we might stay in and have a takeaway. But yeah. So one side gets happier. No, I come over even kill. But if I didn't buy them stuff, literally the last time I saw them was my nephew's birthday party, where there was loads of other people, and I spent most of the time talking to my brother-in-law's nan. So yeah. If I didn't buy him presents, then whose name would be Muck? Like, that's getting filled. My sister and brother-in-law's Christmas present. My niece and nephew are getting a Christmas box each, where I think there's about 3 or 4 presents in it each. But yeah. It's what it is. Granted to say, I don't think both of my parents will say anything to my sister about the whole Wentworth scenario. They both know. My dad could have told her last week, well, this Monday, and not said anything, but anyway, I need to take that tag off before I go live, don't I? I'll be doing a live makeup look, and I will put pictures up of my makeup looks at the end of the video. But yeah, this is how we're rolling. Plants are dull like this, I'm not bothered. I mean, it's a bit big, keeps sliding down. So I've got to be less of a nodding dog, but we roll. I mean, it was only... I got one from Shein, but it broke. Don't even say how much it were. But I'm sure it was supposed to be 2 diddy things rather than the big one, but we'll roll with it. And you can move the sequence so you can have it red or green. You know, not because I just get obsessed with these kind of things. But yeah, we're rolling. So I thought I'd do my final segment whilst, yes, more than one segment. Whilst I'm just sat around, I've just done my skincare. So we glow. I've changed my phones around so I can do more of these, hopefully. Yeah, I'm just waiting for a delivery and then off to the boyfriend, but he's at the hospital at the moment, so it's a bit of wait and see sitch going on. But, and I know that the people this is about, if they watch my YouTube still, they're still interested in my life. They're going to see this. And I don't care. For once, I do not care. So, as it's not a secret, and I've gradually been saying it, as you guys know, I went on with plenty of dates, and now, very happy in a relationship. Just normal life, kind of. I've still got yesterday's foundation on that. Anyway, we look cool. It's all good. So yesterday I did some makeup, and we were live on toxic TikTok. It all went well. My dad was out training in Leach yesterday for his work, so he didn't get back until 5 o'clock. So I was just in the kitchen doing the last bits to my homemade soup, which was lovely. I should have blended it in 2 separate things, but anyway. So my dad came in and he went, "I've had a message today." I was like, "What are you telling me?" He's like, "Gemma messaged me today." Gemma was my ex's sister. So I was like, right. Now it was a hard decision, I'm not going to lie. I took the decision to cut ties. 1, because my ex's sister. 2, her other brother wasn't talking to her because she was talking to me still. And apparently I did wrong. I made him cheat. But anyway, that's that. So I was like, I cut ties June, July time. The last time I was at hers was in June. And I realised I tried it out a couple of weeks, not texting her, talking to her, nothing. And whilst it was near enough a year since me and my ex had split, he'd walked out at me, that I'd stayed in contact with her. And she hadn't seen her new niece, who I believe is going to be 2 or whatever. That's how much I get. And as soon as I'd took a step back, she was meeting her niece and meeting all of them. So I was like, right, that was the best decision. She gets to see her family. I can move on. Because whilst she used to film me every day. And my dad was like, and I noticed a drain in my energy levels, and I wasn't getting done what I wanted to get done. So anyway, my dad came back and said, she was asking how you were. So I was like, well, what did you tell her? I'm like, and he's like, that you're having trouble with doctors and this and that. And she said, yeah, she was having trouble with the doctors with her daughter. And my dad was, and I was like, oh, so I've got something, she's got something. And my dad was like, I was starting to think that. And I was like, you told him about Alex? And he was like, no, because that's none of their business. I was like, it's not. And so I was like, cool. And then the killer thing, and I was like, oh, God. And my dad went, apparently the kids are still calling you Auntie Livy. And I was like, okay, right. And I just says to my dad, and apparently they still ask about me and all this. And I was like, I had to do what was best for me, Dad. And I said, and Dad was like, I totally agree. And I said, I don't think I'd have moved on still having ties back there, because I'm always going to have someone watching me, someone knowing what I'm doing, someone just like, aye, Captain. My dad was like, And I said, she's not meaning malice at all. But at the same time, now I have more energy to do what I want. I'm in a more positive mindset. I am doing a lot more of what I love. I'm in a new relationship where I'm much happier than I ever was. So it's not going to bring me down. They're fighting the wrong battle, because it's not happening. But I just thought how interesting it was that, why now? Oh, because what's coming up? Christmas. And who for the last 4 years, we stayed friends after we split, has been sorting their Christmas presents out. Did their uncle get them anything? No. Did I get them something? Yes. Because there's been no one's birthday in between June and now. And I helped her with her Christmas present for her children. And I gave him that. Telling you. So I was like, okay, cool. And I'm just like, no. I mean, I know she's still in contact with my dad, because I've blocked them all on everything, all apart from this. But if they really want to sit, I mean, not everything. She's still on my Avon. She's still on. But if they want to find out stuff about me, there's ways of finding stuff out. But guys, move on. I have. My ex is now engaged and bringing up her 3 kids. You've got enough on your hands, you don't need me. Maybe it's jealousy. I don't know. I am baffled beyond belief. I am not gonna lie. But seriously, my life isn't that interesting. My life also isn't going to change health-wise, so people know I'm going to struggle every single day. I can't push myself today. I can feel, I don't know if it's a migraine or just them chronic headaches, or the pain around there and up here, down there. But I wasn't surprised. I was surprised it took this long. But maybe she's been messaging my dad and... But how many people, unless there's kids involved, like if me and him are kids together, they'd still be involved. But not many people are involved with ex's family. I don't want to know what's happening with him. I couldn't care less. It needs to work both ways. I just don't get it. But anyway, so I'm just waiting on some orders. No, my Avon delivery. And then I'm off to see my current flame boyfriend and live a positive life. And learn from my mistakes. And keep the smile on my face. No one's going to bring me down anymore.
Epilepsy is a condition that affects the brain and causes repeated seizures, also known as fits. Although seizures are common in epilepsy, many people can have a seizure during their lifetime without developing this condition. The cells in the brain communicate with each other using electrical impulses. During a seizure, these electrical impulses are disrupted. This causes the brain and the body to behave strangely. The severity of the seizures can differ from person to person. People experience a trance-like state for a few seconds or minutes, while others lose consciousness and have convulsions. This is where their bodies shake uncontrollably. Most seizures are either partial, where only a part of the brain is affected, or generalized, where most or all of the brain is affected. Seizures that do not fit into one of these two categories remain unclassified and are labeled.
Cause when I seize it, I shake. That's that epilepsy. That's that word that I hate. The one thing I always pray is, oh Lord, have mercy on me. Cause when I seize it, I shake. That's that epilepsy. That's that word that I hate. The one thing I always pray is, oh Lord, have mercy on me.